In today's lesson, we're going to look at some and any. These are two little words, but there are big differences. At the end of this lesson, I have a little test for you with 11 questions. Let me know at the end of the lesson how many you got correct. 11 out of 11? 7 out of 11? My name's Arnel. Let's start. Everything with some and any depends on two things. The sentence type, a positive sentence, a negative sentence, or a question, and the noun type. Singular noun, plural noun, or uncountable noun. For example, using some in a positive sentence with a plural noun is completely different from using some in a positive sentence with a singular noun. If you're thinking, this is so confusing already, don't worry. We are going to do everything step by step, beginning with a mini review of nouns. Countable nouns have a singular and plural form. The dog is sleeping. The dogs are sleeping. You can see the two forms there. And notice the verbs also change. Uncountable nouns only have one form. The information was useful. The informations were useful? No. And notice uncountable nouns always take a singular verb. You do not need to know all of the countable and uncountable nouns in English. I just want you to keep these 2 points in mind as we continue. And we're going to continue with the most common grammar rule with some and any. We use some with plural or uncountable nouns in a positive sentence. If you want a negative or a question, use any. I have some time before my meeting. I don't have any time before my meeting. Do you have any time before your meeting? Okay, but what is some? What is any? Some is an unspecific amount or number. It's unspecific but also limited, usually meaning a small amount or number. I obviously don't mean I have 10 hours before my meeting. Any, I don't have any time means zero time. Do you have 1 minute? No, I don't have any time. And again, that question form, it's unspecific, but it's limited. Do you have any time before your meeting? Here's a common question. Are some and any necessary? Can I remove them? Yes, you could remove them and your sentences would be correct. But using some and any really help to make your sentences more descriptive. Let's take a look. Plants need water and light to grow. Mushrooms don't need light to grow. These are general facts. I think your plant needs some water. Here, I'm emphasizing an unspecific, limited amount. Probably a cup of water would be fine. Mushrooms don't need any light to grow. Here, again, I'm being emphatic. 0 light is okay. Ooh, we saw some butterflies on our walk. We didn't see any butterflies on our walk. Did you see one butterfly? No, we didn't see any. And you can see here I dropped the noun. A lot of times in a conversation, when the noun is clear, you actually don't need it. We didn't see any. Did you see any butterflies on your walk? So, some in positive sentences and any in negatives and questions. I gave my speech without any notes. You hardly ate any dinner. Are you okay? Any in positive sentences. Where's the negative? Where's the question? Without any notes means 0 notes. Hardly any dinner means almost 0. So there's still that negative feeling. It's possible to have any in a positive structure with a negative feeling. So it still fits in the any column, doesn't it? Are there any exceptions for the some column? Yes, this is English. Some passengers didn't buy a ticket. Some cashiers don't offer you a receipt. Okay, so here we have some with a negative. If some begins your sentence, you can use it in a negative sentence. Okay, but the rule I really want you to keep in mind is that first basic rule we looked at. In fact, I'm going to keep it at the top of the screen so you can always compare it to the other structures in this lesson. All of the other structures from now on are kind of exceptions. And there are a lot of exceptions. Would you like some coffee? Yes, please. Is any type of bean okay with you? What do you mean? Well, there's Arabica, Robusta, Liberica, and Excelsa. Any is fine with me. Okay, you might notice a few differences between the basic rule and this mini conversation here. We can use some in questions if we expect the answer to be yes. Normally we are offering something. Would you like some tea or coffee? Do you need some help? Let's compare something for a second. Ooh, do you need some help? Here, I expect the answer to be yes because this person is carrying heavy boxes. I could say, do you need any help? Basic rule, any in questions? But I really do expect the answer to be yes. I'm not just asking a general question. We can use any with a singular noun when we mean it doesn't matter which one you choose. Like a magician could say to you, pick a card, any card. When I go to a restaurant with my parents, I choose any dish I want. Because they're paying. I don't need to look at the price. I think any color would be okay for your brand. It doesn't matter which color you choose. In the negative, it's the opposite. So in the positive, it doesn't matter. In the negative, it does matter. You can't buy any cable for your laptop. It needs to be a specific cable, right? And then there's a question. Does it matter? Is any cake okay for your boss's party? Nope, it needs to be carrot. Whew, there's already been a lot of information in today's lesson. I think we need a mini review. Are you ready? We use some with plural or uncountable nouns in a positive sentence to mean an unspecific, limited amount. Kim bought some houseplants for her kitchen. If you want the negative or the question form, use any. Kim didn't buy any houseplants for her kitchen. Did Kim buy any houseplants for her kitchen? We can use any in a positive structure if there's that negative feeling. There are never any people in this restaurant. And some can be used in a negative structure if it starts a sentence. Some houseplants don't need to be watered for weeks, like a cactus. Some can be used in questions if we expect the answer to be yes. Can I give you some advice? Any can be used with a singular noun to mean it doesn't matter. You can use any pen. In the negative, it does matter. You can't use any pen. It has to be a black pen. And in the question, can I use any pen? I have good news. We only need to look at some now. We've already looked at some with a plural or uncountable noun. we can use some with a singular noun, but in my opinion, it's not so common, but it's good to know. Some lady with bright red hair stepped on my foot and didn't even say sorry. Some kid didn't even touch their lunch. What a waste. Some plus singular noun. We can use some in this way if the person we're talking about or thing is unknown. It's unknown, and we're also complaining. There's a little bit of anger there. Can I just say a woman? A kid? Of course, that's grammatically correct, but that feeling of something being unknown or something is irritating us isn't really there. Do you know the popular kids character, the Grinch? If you don't, the Grinch hates Christmas. And in one movie, the Grinch says,
I must find some way to keep Christmas from coming.
I must find some way to keep Christmas from coming. Keep here means stop. I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming. Some plus singular noun. Is the way the Grinch can stop Christmas known? It's unknown. He still needs to think. Is he a little bit angry? Yeah. Technically, the Grinch could say, I must find a way to stop Christmas from coming. But I have the feeling the Grinch is very expressive. He knows how to use some. Be careful you don't make this common mistake. I need some red pen to sign this document. I need a red pen. This is just a normal sentence. I bought some new t-shirt. I bought a new t-shirt. These are just normal sentences. Do not replace articles with some, unless you really want to use it in this unknown anger way. So, are you ready for a test? Don't forget to let me know your score down below. How many out of 11 did you get correct? Okay, I have 11 questions here. Pause the video to do this. Here are the answers. Let's take a look. Numbers 1 and 2, 8, 9, 10, and 11 all follow that basic rule, some in positive sentences, any in negatives and questions. Number 5 is kind of the exception. Some is starting the sentence, so it's okay, it's part of a negative sentence. Number 3 is a complaint about an unknown customer. Number 4, I use any because it doesn't matter. Number 6 is the opposite. It does matter. For number 7, if you chose any, that would also be correct, but usually when we offer someone something and we expect the answer to be yes, we need some. I can't wait to see your test scores. I can't wait to read your example sentences. I hope this lesson was helpful, and I'll see you next time. If you like this video, consider subscribing and share this video with any of your friends who might need a little help with some and any. See you next time. Bye!